Set pieces. It's Farrell on it again. Deep one around the back. Quinn scored! There is the breakthrough goal! It's Andrew Quinn. The underdogs bare their teeth and show their fight in this cup final. Drogheda United strike first.
Welcome to the We Are the Drogs podcast, the Drogheda United fans podcast, proudly sponsored by the Coffee Box.
Hello and welcome to the We Are the Drogs podcast, episode number 21. Joined again by the usual suspects. How you doing, Boga?
Greg, so what's the story?
All good. And Richie, how are you?
Yeah, all good, lads. All is good.
Yeah, enjoying the nice weather.
Enjoying the nice weather. Having a few withdrawal symptoms from football now. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too.
I see you were out playing golf. You're making up for it.
Yeah, I'll always get me golf in.
You're more of a pitch and putt man, on, eh?
I am, yeah. That's keeping me busy. Busy time of the year.
Good working class game, pitch and putt. Not like those golf fucking idiots, you know?
Yeah. Very snotty game, that golf.
Taking up prime real estate where we could be building houses for people. Like, well, we won't go down that road.
No, we don't open that can of worms.
Oh, no. Yeah, lads. So it's been a while. We haven't done one of these in a few weeks, obviously, because we were on a little break, and for obvious reasons that we all know about. There's no point in us crying over that. But so the last game we played was Crumlin at home in the cup, which we won 5-0. I had to refresh the memory earlier on by watching the highlights. It feels like weeks ago at this stage, but great, really good result.
Yeah, it really was, wasn't it? I was actually very surprised with Crumlin. I knew they were good. I knew the good Leinster senior team, but I thought they were really good on the night. I thought they were really set up really well. There was definitely something about them, wasn't there? Like, it took us a while to break them down.
Yeah, their keeper was fantastic as well. He had a brilliant game. He had to go off injured, unfortunately, but he got a standing ovation from the home crowd, so that says a lot.
Yeah, that's right. And you know what? Like, we were looking at him in the warm-up, and it just goes to show you never judge a player by just looking at him. We were looking at him saying he's quite small, he's quite young. Like, he was brilliant. Like, you're judging lads from a warm-up, he's a bit small to be keeper. My God, he was class. I'd say there's a few clubs looking at him.
Yeah, no, I thought he was brilliant. And just to give him a bit of respect, his name was Morgan Daly, and he was very, very good. My first thoughts about him is, why is he wearing the tights? Because it was a seriously warm night.
Yeah.
And I was wondering, he says, why is he wearing them? You know what I mean? I don't know, maybe it's for some sort of, maybe he was bandaged up under them, or you just wouldn't know. But he was class. He pulled off a couple of absolutely brilliant saves.
Yeah, he really was. Yeah, he was so he was just so lively, wasn't he? He was springing at everything. He was
agile.
Agile, that's the word. He's so agile. He was. Yeah, he was very impressive. I was impressed with a few of them now. I thought the winner was really good. The lad that was up on, I think it was on the right. Was he playing right wing?
Oh. Yeah, I know the fella you're on with. Geez, they're a couple of quiet lads. And they're only in pre-season as well, so you have to factor that in as well.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely, yeah. But I thought they were set up really well. I thought they were really well organised. But I think then just the professionalism of Drogheda and the fitness obviously came into it, just to break them down eventually.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, to be honest, like, they didn't create an awful lot going forward, but they definitely put it up to us defensively in the first half. As you said, we found it really, really difficult to break them down. I think the goal didn't come till the 45th minute or something like that.
Yeah, and you can feel a bit of grumblings around the ground, a bit of frustration kicking in. It was just like, yeah, and and it is disrespectful to them, like, but you're probably going to thinking, we should be scoring like straight away, and it should be 2 or 3-0 already, and that's just wrong. Because like, a lot of them lads are probably not kicking the ass away from League of Ireland level. They're probably playing Division 1 football.
Well, they're the next Shelbourne player, Ginger fella, who actually scored against Drogheda.
Right, okay.
Yeah, I can't. Do you remember his name? Do you remember we were talking about him on the night?
Is your man Friel now?
Friel, that's him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
he played with Shelbourne and he scored against Strada a few years ago. So I mean, pretty decent level. They were well organised.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like they could play football.
Yeah, no, they could. Yeah, look, just we'll fly through the game, I suppose. But Conor Kane had a great chance. That was the first one. Then Alua had a chance, should have been a goal. Heaney had a great chance. It was a lovely ball from Derry. Ryan had a great chance. Markey had a great chance. And then Keely had a great chance, and it was a great save. But then, like, seconds after that, set piece from the corner, Keely just kind of stood up and sort of like placed the ball into the net. There was no pressure on them. They didn't defend that very well. But I mean, there's not a lot of amateur teams out there that are going to be able to defend Conor Keely, like when he's in the box and he's in that humour, like he's going to score. But like that was literally at the end of the first half.
Yeah, and it was a great time to score, wasn't it? Because it changed both teams. Team talks, I'd imagine, at half time.
Yeah,
You know, I think Crumlin winning the buzz and say, right, keep doing what we're doing. They're going to get more frustrated.
yeah.
You know, and then obviously this team talk changed and right, we're 1-0 up. We don't need to force the game now. It's up to them to come on to us. So we just keep the ball, and you just see great chances then.
Yeah, you could see that in the second half because, as you said, they were trying to sort of push men forward and they were leaving gaps, and we kind of waltzed through them and cut them open like butter a few times, like which you'd expect. You know what I mean? Again, that's not disrespectful to them, but you know, as you said, they had to kind of try and create something, and yeah, it was a different game in the second half. But so another couple of notes I remembered. So it was Keely's goal. Ryan had a great chance. Again, a great save from your man, from Morgan Daly. Another great save. Alua scored a class goal from sort of outside the area. Really, really good goal. Great strike from him. One of the best strikes. One of the best goals we've seen him score for us.
Yeah. And when Clean in did it, I thought now I first looked at it was a bit of a deflection, but I don't think it was it?
No, I rewatched it earlier on and I didn't notice any deflection. Owen, did you notice?
No, I think we might just took a bit of a swerve, but yeah, no, it was a great strike. We had a good view from myself and Greg. Yeah, we were in the posh seats in the bar, and we had a good view of that goal. You might have been noshing on your prawn sandwiches. You might have missed that goal, I think, Owen. No, I didn't. Had a good view of that one. We'll get to the posh bar in a few minutes.
And the two of you slagging me playing golf, calling me snide. Just sitting in the posh seats.
Yeah, there was a deal on, Richie. They were going cheap. It was a sale.
I didn't remember that.
Did you not? Oh yeah, cheap. They were the cheap seats last week, whenever it was, 2 weeks ago. I probably won't be up there again for the rest of the season. But anyway, we'll talk about that one later on. So yeah, a Lua goal. I'm just going to say, great to see him on the score sheet, and he needs to add that to his game. I know it was against Crumlin, and he probably had a lot more time on the ball than he would normally get in our league. But like, just great for his confidence, and you want to see him taking those kind of chances, don't you?
Yeah, and I think especially for a striker, confidence is a big thing, isn't it? You have to. It will do aluminum ball and I know you said it was Crumlin, you get a little bit more time, but strikers feed off confidence, and hopefully now it helps them to kick on.
Am I getting it right? Did he actually play for Crumlin at one stage, Lua?
Yeah, it was mentioned in the programme, yeah.
Yeah,
he started off there, I think. Yeah.
Oh, okay, right. That's nice from to score against them. So, and the other man who sort of made his a reappearance for the first time in absolute months was Josh Thomas, and it was great to see him coming off the bench.
He was full of energy, wasn't he?
Absolutely,
he was. Looked very sharp now.
Look again, against Leinster Senior League opposition who are in pre-season, you're not going to be reading anything into the result. It was expected, and it's one of them things you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. If you score 5 goals, everyone goes, well, you were expected to. And if you only win 1-0, or God forbid you lose the game, and that's happened to us in the past, it's an absolute disaster, but you can't read too much into it. But I thought he did. He looked very fit and he looked like he'd full of energy, as you said. Made the penalty himself and then stepped up and put it away nicely. So again, you said, Richie, as a striker, it's great to see. Great for his confidence on his first game back.
Yeah, oh yeah. And as fairness to him now, I think he brings that energy in all the games now. Look, he's only played a couple of games for us, but he was like that against Shells and Sligo when he played for us. The first couple of games early in the season. He's that type of player. It doesn't matter who he played against. He's just full of energy, and it was brilliant to see. Yeah, and look, I thought Johnny showed great respect now by playing the strongest team and getting the likes of him on the pitch and that, and it was great.
Yeah, I think that was always going to happen, though, wasn't it? With the fact that we didn't have any games in and around it. Like I'm sure we would have changed it up a lot more if we had a league game the week before and a league game the week after. We might have seen a very, very different side. But I don't think he had any choice. He had to throw the first 11 in there.
Yeah, look, I suppose as well we are holders of it, and you're at home, so you have to give it utmost respect. So it was great to see.
You don't want to be taking any risks and getting knocked out in the fourth round.
No. And it can happen.
Yeah, it has happened loads of times.
It has happened, yeah. Yeah, definitely. But no, it was great. Yeah, look, come back to Thomas there. Brilliant. He's such a confident player, isn't he? He's straight away at Pat Penno's mind. Sending this home. I
mean, he's like, we'll get to this whole signings thing in a few minutes, but like, I mean, he is literally like a new signing because how many games did he play? 3?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and he was meant to come back. I think it was the Cork game. He was supposed to come back, and then whatever happened to him, they decided that he wasn't fit enough for that game, and then he's been out for months since. So, fingers crossed. He really will be like a new signing, and as you said, Richie, like I mean, it's great that he's full of energy and all that, but we do have a few of those players, like a Lewis, a ball of energy as well, and he's a great runner, but we need somebody that can put that ball in the net, and that's the next step for us as a goal scorer. I know Warren. We will talk about Warren in a few minutes as well, but like it'd be great to have somebody like Josh Thomas, scoring goals. I mean, we need the man to step up now in the last 11 games I think we've got left. We need goals big time.
Yeah, no, absolutely agree, 100%. Yeah, hopefully he is the man for it. He is a good finisher. He knows where the net is.
Yeah.
Like, there's goals in him now, so hopefully this is it now. Yeah, just looking at his interview as well after the game now, I think he had that injury before, he was saying, and he sort of rushed it back. So I think this time they took a bit longer with it just to make sure. So I think that's why he was out that bit longer.
Right, okay. That's probably a good thing.
Yeah, he seems confident enough now. He said he's at full strength, at full fitness, which is great.
Yeah, look, that was the third goal, was the penalty, Josh Thomas, and then we scored 2 more. Dara Markey scored. Great to see Dara on the score sheet. And then another debut goal for our newest loan signing from Shamrock Rovers, John O'Sullivan. It was a bit of a tap-in for O'Sullivan, but I thought he played really, really well when he came on. Owen?
Tap-in's a bit hard to get to place the ball a bit.
Okay, then right. Maybe it was a bit hard. It was a good goal, but like, didn't have to do an awful lot.
Look, he placed it well, I thought. He looked decent. The guy was a bit of a, obviously not basing much off him, but no, it seems like a decent player. And I work with a lad who's a Rovers season ticket holder, and he was disappointed that he's not staying with them to get more game time. So he's very highly thought of at Rovers. So yeah, hopefully he can do the business for us.
Richie?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, no, that was a great finish. He placed in the top bins. As you said, mate, all the work was probably done for him for the goal, but he still had to finish it. That was a fabulous goal, but he was there. He's a class player. You just know these players when they come in. Like, he's just so comfortable on the ball. He's scanning. He's looking around him. He's a typical Rovers player, isn't he? He's that type of player that you see playing for Rovers. Yeah, he's so confident. Yeah, I think he's just so confident on the ball. You just see him on the ball. He always has time. You know, now look, I know, go back saying, look, it's Crumlin, and I don't want to be disrespecting them either. But he's that type of player. You can just see it, and these players just always need that time. He's one of them players, always has time in the ball. But obviously, I listened to Rovers fans as well. I've seen a few comments on that online. They are very disappointed he's gone.
Yeah.
I don't want him to stay.
He's played a good few games for them, am I right in saying that? Played in Europe for them and stuff.
He's played in Europe. I think he took a penalty. And did he have a penalty shootout in Europe? Did he take one of them?
He did against Malta, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So, like, what is he? Is he 18 or 19? Is he a bit older?
He's just around that, I think.
Yeah, he's in and around that.
Yeah, and to me, that's big. When you're 18 or 19 year old, step up, take a penalty. You know, in a big game like that, that's a confident player. So, hopefully he fits into it.
Yeah, I was going to say, is he the player that we've been talking about for months at this point, that we don't retain the ball enough at times, with the whole possession thing? Is he that player that's going to come in there and slot into the midfield and give us a little bit more control in games? Is he the man who's going to do that, do you think?
Yeah, you'd like to think so. As I said, come back to the type of Rovers player. Rovers sign players who get on the ball and play football.
Yeah.
And that's the Rovers style of play, which is, it's fabulous football, let's be honest. So, for Bradley to put him in the midfield of any of his team, he has to get on the ball. Like, Rovers have many players they can pick from. Rovers have plenty of talent there. So he's obviously, Bradley rates him as well. So, yeah, like, is he different to Shane Farrell?
I haven't seen enough of him to say, like, but what about it was?
Yeah, I think he's a different type of player to Farrell. Like, he's obviously different to Brendan, so look, time will tell.
I'm of the opinion, though, right, you can talk about what kind of a player Shane Farrell is. We all know what Ryan's kind of role in the team is, but sometimes Farrell's role changes, you know, from kind of holding him back a little bit and then letting him sort of be a bit more of a link player between the midfield and the strikers and all that. You know, you see him kind of taking on a different role from time to time. So with the likes of O'Sullivan coming in there, like, is he going to start? Is he going to leave somebody out? Is he going to take Ryan out of the team? And obviously Ryan can't play 90 minutes. He can't play every game because, you know, it's a lot to ask of him. So, you know, is he bringing that young lad O'Sullivan in there to start games? Is that what we're going to do? And are we going to try? And I'm sure we're not going to completely change tack, you know, try and start dominating all these games. That's not going to happen. But, you know, he's not bringing that lad in there to kind of play like extremely defensively and pass the ball backwards. That's not going to happen either. You know what I mean? He's not that kind of player, the chap. So it'd be very interesting to see what way we set up against bohs. Will he start against bohs? I haven't got a clue. I don't know. He's been away with the club. We'll talk about the little trip to Spain there in a few minutes. But, you know, it'd be very, very interesting to see what way he fits into that team.
Yeah. And like, would you think Dotley is bringing players in just to fill up the bench, like to boost up the squad? Or is he thinking, no, yeah, like he said, I need players to go into this team now to freshen it up. So I'm thinking.
Look, we've lost Paul Doyle. We know that, so we needed somebody to come in and replace him anyway. We seen hardly any of him, but he was kind of coming in there with a bit of a reputation of a ball player, somebody that can hold on to the ball and pass the ball, which we just didn't get a chance to see that. So, you know, that this lad coming in, O'Sullivan, is a ready-made replacement for him, in my opinion.
Yeah. Look, I definitely think, in my opinion, Dotley's just didn't sign him just to sit on the bench either. Now,
No.
Will he throw him in against bohs? Maybe it's a bit too soon, is it? He's only played a couple of minutes against Crumlin with the team. So,
well, he's already been playing. He's been playing all year and he's been training and all that, so he's match fit.
Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah. No, it'd be interesting to see now Friday night. Does he throw him straight in? If he throws him straight in, I think he's going to stay in the team.
Like, I mean, Owen, your opinion on it, like, I mean, we're going to have to try and take the game to bohs. We're not going to Dalymount to just sit back. Obviously, we will. Like, we're not going to go gung-ho in Dalymount because it's a hard place to go, but, like, we have a good record against bohs and, you know, will he throw O'Sullivan in there and try and dominate the ball a little bit more, or what kind of a tactic will we adopt on Friday? It's going to be very interesting to see.
Yeah, I'm not too sure, because obviously, like that Bohs midfield is brilliant. Like Dawson, Devoy, Ross Tierney. Then you'll have James Clark playing somewhere if he's not playing up front.
Rooney.
Rooney. Dougie, if he's over his little cough. I don't know what way we'll approach it. Like, if he did decide to just soak it up like he has done the last couple of times we've been there, it's worked, but geez, it's nerve wracking. Does he throw something straight away? Like, it'd be a brave enough move by Doherty to do it, but see how it goes. I don't think O'Sullivan would be fazed by it anyway. Like you said, he's played in Europe.
Yeah,
he's played a bit with Rovers this year, so it wouldn't bother him, I don't think. Just this time we really don't know what sort of team he's going to pick.
Yeah, it'll probably suit him to play against Bohs, as you said, like, they play a lot of football, so it's not going to be a dogfight. It's not going to be a Galway or a Waterford or a Cork. It's going to be all football on Friday night. So it might suit him, like big pitch as well. As you said, he won't be fazed by it.
No.
He's played in bigger games already for Rovers, so yeah. Interesting.
Right. If you were to start them on Friday night, ideally, I'm not saying ideally, but like Ryan Brennan, Dara Markey and O'Sullivan, would you be leaving Farrell on the bench?
Yeah, Heaney as well. Heaney's going to miss out, is he?
And Heaney as well. Jeez, I forgot about him.
Yeah. In fairness, I know Heaney is super fit, and he's probably the fittest player in the league, Heaney, but he's played a good few games now, hasn't he, the last couple of weeks? So now look, I know we're after having a break there as well, so they are all rested, so. But look, that's what Doherty wants. He wants that headache. He wants competition for places. There's one stage there we knew our three midfielders every week.
Yeah.
I don't know, if you go to that fan hub before every match, then predict your team.
Pornhub. Oh, sorry, fan hub. No, don't go near that. No.
Don't be lower in the tone. You want to predict your team every week and that, but every week you knew the three midfielders you're going to put in.
Yeah, you would, definitely.
So it's good now. He's a few options.
Yeah, and I mean, you probably need a bit of energy there as well. I mean, Heaney's, as you just said, he's one of the fittest players that we've got, and definitely one of the fittest players in the league. So, there's a lot of running in Bohs too. Like, it's going to be one of them games. So maybe it's an ideal game for Heaney. So, yeah, it'll be very, very interesting to see what way Kevin kind of sets up for this one. So we'll be renewing acquaintances with a couple of our ex-players, so it'll be also interesting to see what sort of reception one of them gets. I'm reckoning it's going to be a fairly split, with half the crowd just kind of ignoring them, and a load of people, including me, giving them dogs abuse.
He'll be front and centre for now, Gregson.
And you'll be hiding just in case he looks up and sees you, because you know him. It's not me, Dougie. It wasn't me, Dougie. He pointed over at me.
I'll be pointing at you, yeah. I'll have a big flag with an arrow pointing down at you.
Fuck. We'll see. As you said, Boger, he had a little cough there on Friday, so he didn't play.
Might still be out, you wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, in fairness, I'll be probably too nervous. I'll be hiding behind somebody anyway, closing the eyes, not watching the game, be booing them. I'll leave all that to you.
Yeah, thanks. So that's Bohs away this Friday. They're in good form, lads. They didn't have a great result or a great performance in the Brandywell on Friday. The biggest highlight of that game was all the absolute madness that went on in the city and around the stadium during the game. Jesus Christ, what was going on there?
Yeah, it was
crazy stuff.
Yeah,
I mean, we all past all this week.
So did I.
Yeah, definitely. Apparently it happened early in the day as well, didn't it? It didn't happen just before the match.
Oh no, they went up well early afternoon,
Yeah. And I just wondered, like bohs, like I had to meet a lad now through work. He's a big bohs fan. He can't get a ticket for an away match. He just can't get a ticket, even for a home match. It's just such a demand with bohs. How do them lads get tickets? Like, they're obviously season ticket holders or a member of bohs.
I'm not
And
sure,
there
Richie.
was a lad from Wrexham with them as well.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not sure they went into the game. I'm not sure
Right,
the crowd
okay.
that was marauding around the city actually went into the Brandywell. I don't think they did.
Right, okay, well that's different then, right, yeah. No, because like, I did see a video then of the bohs fans coming out, genuine bohs fans at the match, and all looked very, like, scared, nervous walking out, kids and women and that, and lads and that, like, genuine fans, you know, bohs jerseys on them. So, right, who's reckon them lads went at the game then?
No, just from what I'm reading, I think a lot of them were still outside firing rockets and fireworks into the Derry crowd and that from outside. So I don't even think they were at the game.
Yeah, it's bad luck for the league, isn't it, boys?
Just fucking dickheads. I mean, who goes up to Derry City and in and around the Brandywell and the Bogside and all that area? Like, who goes up there wearing like a balaclava with a big stick walking around the place thinking that that's going to end well for you? I mean, Christ almighty, the people of Derry are well used to trouble and they're not going to just sit there and let people maraud through their area smashing cars. Did you see and they were all Derry Reg cars all smashed up and everything? Like, it was absolutely crazy.
That's right, I've seen that, yeah.
I mean, what is the point? Some absolute idiot was filming the boys firing the fireworks in on top of supporters, and his daughter was stood there going like, I'm scared. Oh, you'll be okay. Him hanging on to her about 3 feet away from it, getting a video of it. I mean, where's your priorities? Like, put the phone down and walk away with your child. Like, you know what I mean? I couldn't get over that. That just absolutely ridiculous. But the fact that there's no cops anywhere near the Brandywell, which they've had that agreement with the PSNI going back a long time for obvious reasons. Like, you know, and I don't mind that because we've all been to Derry plenty of times, and I've never had one bit of trouble going up there. We went into Derry pubs, like sat with Derry fans before and after the game, and I've never had one thing said to me. We were made feel really, really welcome, and I presume your experience of it is fairly similar.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. As you said, we've been there plenty of times, and I've never seen trouble once in Derry during the game. Now, look, that's not saying it hasn't happened, but me personally, I've never seen that being involved in anything in Derry, you know. But it's just, it's like, it was all pre-organised by the looks of it, by, obviously, and I don't want to be calling them bohs fans because they're not.
Hooligans,
yeah, like, but
That choice,
I'm actually now, like, that's I was just thinking about it the other day, and said, like, they're obviously season ticket holders, but you're saying, do we have at the game? These guys didn't even go to the game.
No, I don't think they were, Richie. I really don't think they were anywhere near the game. My sort of worst two experiences of violence at League of Ireland games both involved bohs. Now, and I've got loads of mates who are bohs fans, and they know who they are, chaps that I've known for like the guts of 30 years, like, and these are like proper football people, you know. As I said to you before, I play in it, like we play gigs and that in it. A friend of ours puts on gigs in bohs, in the bar when there's no football on, obviously on a Saturday night or whatever, and you know, it's a fine place to go, and this isn't against genuine bohs fans, but the worst two things I've seen was it was Drogheda at home, and we're going back now to back near the heyday when we were kind of winning trophies and all that, but on the Wimmel Road, just over at the graveyard at Moneymore, there was riot police and all that on horseback, and there was absolute mayhem that day. A big crowd had kind of converged in the graveyard at Moneymore there to kind of, I'm not going to say that they started. I don't know who was who, but I don't know whether you remember this, but there was literally, like, you know, cops on horseback with their batons drawn, whacking the heads off people. And I remember Rory Quigley and that were there. I was stood with them, Kieran and Rory, and a big gang of us. And it was absolute mayhem. It was a beautiful summer's day, Friday evening kind of game. And then another time I was with me dad. It was bohs away in Dalymount, and we were walking. It was after the game. I think we'd won. And I remember going into the off licence on the corner there in Fisborough. You know the little off licence when you're heading back to the bus where the Brian Baru pub is? Yeah. And there was a load of them had got out of the Jody stand early, and they kind of met us walking down the road, but we didn't know who they were. They were all kind of, baseball caps and all that, but I knew something was going to kick off. But the whole window of the off license came in on top of us, me and my dad.
Yeah. I was actually
madness.
Yeah,
do you remember that?
I was there as well. I got a punch off some fella that night. Like,
wow.
Outside the off licence here, remember that?
Yeah. Then some fat copper then came running at me and Jimmy, me dad, like man's like in his mid-70s, came running at us with the stick out. Like as if they were screaming and roaring at us. And me dad was standing there roaring back at him like, I won't say what we were saying, but it was like, seriously, mate, you need to deal with this situation. I don't know why you're pulling out your nightstick at me, because I could see a few of the hooligans that were after starting the thing sat at the bus stop, letting on they were just waiting for a bus. Like, these people aren't football supporters. They're just literally there to cause absolute mayhem. I don't get it. I've never got it. I don't know what the attraction is with all that stuff.
No, like that's it, Greg. It's basically just a group of lads just clinging on to Bohemians or clinging on to Shamrock Rovers or whatever it is, and associate themselves with the game, but actually got nothing to do with the club, never been to a match, and just causing mayhem. It's quite scary now, because like I got caught up in that as well at the cross lanes there, coming out that bohs match starting like.
Yeah.
We were walking through, like we were caught up in it, and like you don't know where you're looking. There's 3 or 4 lads just around you. Like, it's quite easy to get a dig. Quite easy,
Yeah, look, and Richie, I mean, you're somebody who's been bringing your kids to games for years as well. I mean, you can handle yourself. If you get a dig, you can throw one back, or you can run, or you can do whatever you choose to do. But when you've got young children with you, I mean, that's a whole new ball game. Like, and we're trying to attract as many families and as many kids to this league as we can. And I think the league is doing a great job of it, because every game is nearly sold out and there's a really good family atmosphere. And I mean, we just don't need these dickheads causing this trouble. I mean, that made like headline news. It was all over the Belfast Telegraph, and I think there was BBC reported on it and stuff as well, because obviously the BBC are going to love that because it's in Derry, Derry City fans fighting with Bohemians fans. I didn't see any Derry City fans fighting with anyone. It was just locals, because their areas were getting attacked. So, if somebody comes in and tries to attack my area, I'm going to do the same. Smashes up your car, you're going to react,
Of course, yeah. You're not going to stand there and watch it. Well, unfortunately, what's going to happen is the away fans who used to travel to Brandywell are probably going to stop going.
Yeah.
You're going to get a lot of families who will decide against it. Right, you will get your hardcore fans saying, I wouldn't bother me now. But you're going to get families, dads and mums who bring their kids and will say, look, we maybe skip Derry this week. And that's going to be all the clubs are going to have that. Not going up to the Brandywell. They're not going to travel up. They're just not going to travel up. And it's going to be Derry genuine fans, and the club are going to get hit with that, I suppose.
Yeah, probably a good time to talk about the next round of the Cup. We've probably got the worst draw that we could possibly get, lads. Apart from maybe Rovers away. But Rovers away is only down the road, so it's not too much of a journey. But the bloody Brandywell, lads. Derry City away in the next round. That's a bit of a shit one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just horrible. We were watching it live there myself, and Kyle and his mate Harry, the Tribbles, were in drawing it. We're actually in the moorland watching the draw live on our phones. Yeah. Not to say the 2 boys just got up off the chair and nearly walked out. We nearly choked on a green bun. But it was just, like I think Rovers gone at that stage, and Pats were gone, Shells were gone.
Calls were gone.
It was actually good. I said, we could actually get lucky here. We really could get lucky. And then
I think Kerry was still left in it, and Salt Hill, Merview or somebody. I was like, go on, give us one of them.
Yeah, and I thought definitely we could get very lucky here. Now when I seen Derry come out, I was like, no. Yeah, terrible draw, worst draw possible, lads, in my opinion.
Boga?
Yeah, not really much I have to say. Yeah, it's just very shit. This is well, like right, it's on the Saturday, an early kick-off, would have been decent, but geez, an 8 o'clock kickoff on a Saturday night's not fucking great.
It's not.
No, I can't fucking go now. I'm fucking raging. When I was told it was 3 o'clock, that is cat. When I was told it was 3 o'clock, I says, right, I'm going to try and do the 3 o'clock, and I would have been back in time. But we're invited to an event that night, me and Val, so I just can't. I'm definitely not going to be able to make it.
No, I'm the same. I thought it was the Friday night. That's the weekend of Oasis playing in Dublin, and we planned to go to Dublin Saturday and Sunday for it. So
you have your bohs jerseys on for that, then.
Yeah. I was like, Friday night, Brand, we'll have the cup match, and then we'll have the gigs the weekend. But Saturday, 8 o'clock, that's me out, unfortunately.
It is on the telly, I suppose, so I'll try and get watching on the telly wherever I am. But yeah, disappointing. I really, really wanted to go. To be honest, I'd love to sell out our end. I mean, I think the players deserve that. Like, we are cup champions, so would have been great to bring a big crowd. But look, hopefully we still do. That's only us. But I'm sure all the young crowd will make a bit of an effort to get there. I hope they do.
Yeah. Oh, you just want to run a bus? Are you thinking about a bus, or what's the plan?
I don't know. I probably won't be making myself. Yeah, I probably won't be making myself. I'd be thinking if I was a bus company, I'd be very reluctant to bring a bus up there now, to be honest, after what happened last week.
Yeah, that's why I brought it up. Like, that is going to be people's luck, isn't it, from now on, going up there?
Yeah.
Look, we never bring a great crowd up to the Brandywell anyway, but all that shit's not going to help.
It's not,
definitely not.
As you said, Greg, it would be nice now, like, but we had a cup holders. I'm so disappointed now. I'm not getting to it. But I think the players definitely deserve it. We're cup holders. We should be. Yeah, it's just a horrible time. Saturday, 8 o'clock.
By rights, we should be bringing, how many tickets do you get? Would you get 200 or 300? I don't know. But we should be bringing that amount anyway.
Yeah, hopefully the club now maybe organise maybe a bus or two, maybe the Ultras are doing it as well, fingers crossed.
I'd say they will. Yeah, I'd say they will. So look, I mean, apart from it being like a hard place to get to and probably not a nice place to be going to at the moment, I mean, playing Derry up there, we have a great record against them. I mean, we've only lost once in 5 games, but the last time we were up there, it was probably a bit of an isolated incident. We got a bit of a hiding. Well, the circumstances surrounding it, everyone knows what we're talking about. Like, but heads were down, and there wasn't a very good atmosphere in the club. But if we can pick up a couple of good results in the league before that match, you never know. I mean, we're capable of going up there and getting something, but it is a difficult place to go. I mean, even the pitch the other night against bohs, I watched a bit of it on the telly, and it's just dreadful. Like, we're going over all ground. We've said it a million times. Every time we play on a plastic pitch, we comment on it, but it really is a difficult place to go and try and play football.
Yeah, look, it is. And look, the last time we went up there, we were down a lot of bodies as well. We were the bare minimum. Look, there was a big down around the club at the time. Look, it's the cup. It's a one-off match. Like, I think league form was out the window when it comes to cup games. We are the holders. Like, I'd like to think now we're going to go put a proper fight up and try and defend our title. So, yeah, like, why not? We're well capable of beating them on the night. Just hopefully now we've maybe 1 or 2 more signings in as well by the time that comes around. I know now it's today the transfer line, isn't it? Deadline.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a minute. Boga, what's your thoughts on going up to Derry and getting a result in the cup?
Yeah, like it's a big ask. I would just wonder, is the last result against Derry, that could lull them into a false sense of security. Like, you catch Derry in an off day.
As the fans, anyway, if you read their comments, they were like, well, that's like a boy, we'll hammer them, the usual arrogance.
Yeah. So, I'll let them think that if they want. Look, it's not impossible that we get a result. It will be tough. So, it would be nice now to knock them out as well. And there's a couple of other All Premier Division ties as well. Like, if you do get through the next round and you get a favourable draw, like, who knows?
That's it. And look, lads, the last time Derry got confident in the cup match, we all know what happened. So, we need to be careful. You know, I just like Drogs going to go up there fighting for everything. So, as I said, it's our cup where to hold us. We ain't going to go out in a whimper.
No, absolutely not. And there's been a fair few comings and goings in Derry as well, hasn't there? But every day I seem to look at social media. There's somebody's gone back to Scotland and someone else has come in. So it might take them a little while to kind of bed in these new lads. Like, I mean, I didn't think they were fantastic the other night against bohs either. I mean, it wasn't a great game, but so we definitely have a chance.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's a 2-horse race.
Yeah,
why not?
exactly.
Why not? Absolutely.
Look, we'll move on to what you brought up there, Richie, which was signings. So we brought in John O'Sullivan and and help me out here.
That's it, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it, exactly. Jesus Christ. So where
in their own.
Where are we, do you reckon?
Yeah, don't know. There was a player played in the training match. Was you Owen that had his name, or was somebody else had his name up?
No, someone else had his name.
Yeah, there was a striker, I think, and I did forget his name. So I wonder will he be announced?
Yeah, well, I think that fella's a free agent anyway, so like the window's closed for signing from like other clubs
Right.
tonight, but you can still sign free agents.
Okay. So he might probably do another bit of training with them, maybe.
Yeah, you wouldn't know, like, or if that fella's coming from somewhere else, like a different country, move over here, get him settled in the house or whatever, and then sign him up. So, and then make an announcement, like so.
His name is Michael Cardo.
Cardo, that's it. Yeah. I don't know much about him. Like, he's 6'3". That's all I know about him.
6'3" centre forward. He's American. He's Portuguese born, but he's an American citizen. I think he holds dual citizenship, US and Portuguese, and he's been playing in the lower leagues in Portugal.
Right.
So that's all I know about him. That's all I could find when I looked him up. But he's a big boy. You can see him standing beside Aaron Harper-Bailey in that photo, and I mean he looks bigger than him.
He does.
Yeah, Harper-Bailey's no slouch.
No, he's a monster of a chap. So, I mean, yeah, look, is this what we're looking at? Like, I mean, we've said it for a long time. You kind of trust Kev on, more often than not, he kind of gets it right. So if the lads think that this chap has something about him, like, we just have to kind of go with it. But here we go with the moaning, but I am a little disappointed that we haven't announced a couple more by now, because as you said, it's deadline day today. Leaving loan players, it's deadline day because they're coming from other clubs. So, unless we hear something, this has been recorded on Monday. It's 5:00 now and nothing has come out. So unless we hear something tonight about a few loans, because I thought there was a few Walsall lads at the training camp in Spain.
Yeah, apparently there's 3 of them, wasn't there? Oh, we're training with them.
That was the rumour.
That's what I heard, yeah.
Yeah, but, like, where are we on loans? Like we're only allowed 5, aren't we?
Yeah.
Only allowed 5, yeah. And we have Cooper, Alicia, John O'Sullivan, Josh Thomas.
Oh,
I think that's them all. So, yeah, you can only bring in one, I think.
Yeah, and then, like, we only thought about that the other day. Is it worth keeping Alicia if he's out for the season? He's holding up a lone spot.
Yeah.
But he's not going to play the season. Like, there's a talk of maybe he will finish the season with us, or is he completely gone?
I just heard I haven't heard an official date, or I just thought it was a long-term injury. So I haven't heard that on whether he will or when he'll be back or not. So
yeah, I just think it's strange that he's being kept on the books where he could be going back to Walsall, which is his parent, which is his club now, where it would free up a loan spot for us to bring in another loan player.
Yeah, because I mean, there's 11 games left. We're going to be finished playing football in October, and that's going to come very, very quickly. Like it's August in a couple of days, so that's a good idea. Like if he's not going to end up playing, maybe just send him back.
Yeah.
It's a shame to say it because he's a class player.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I think he did have an operation recently, so there may be waiting just to see how that went and whether he can come back or not.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. And I suppose, look, we've been listening to Dottie's interviews and he's adamant he's not just signing anybody for the sake of it. Dottie wants the right player and he ain't going to if he's not the right player. So, yeah, if he doesn't get them, I suppose. We have to trust him. I do trust him. I'll always back him in that. So, if he doesn't think the right player was there and it didn't suit the club and the team, right, that's it. We'll just go with what we have.
Do you have to look as well, like our injury issues have lightened a lot as well, like Warren Davis had a bit of a knock, he'll be back.
Yeah.
Cooper, I don't know if Cooper back yet or not, but we're not as bad on the injury front as we were maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago.
Yeah, and Bulger as well, back when I played a couple of games.
Look,
Greg's on the same. Look, of course, we'd love 1 or 2 more signings. It would have been fantastic, but it is what it is, I suppose.
Yeah, look, I suppose on the positive too, like the deadline is today, so Warren Davis would appear to be staying. I think people were fairly nailed on that he was going to end up going, but it doesn't look likely now.
Yeah, and like the Davis situation, like Davis' time in his hand. Like he's still a young chap. He could get a move next summer.
Yeah.
You know,
I agree.
Yeah, like what's the point of rushing the legs out, even for himself? Might as well finish the season out.
But I did think if there was going to be offers coming in for him and there was money involved, the club was probably going to snap the hand off whoever was offering, $100,000 or something for him, because the rumours gone round that there was a couple of kind of English league clubs coming in from Blackpool and whoever else. And again, all rumour, we don't know what the truth in any of it is, but I was a bit worried that we were going to lose him and we were going to have to replace him, but it doesn't look like we will now. And I mean, he was one of our top players for ages until he got that little knock. So we haven't seen probably as much of him as we would have liked. But the other thing is that a couple of academy players have signed professional contracts. So they're obviously highly thought of by the lads as well. I think Darry signed his, and then another chap the other day, his name is escaping me. Scott Brady, yeah. And he has a few minutes in him, hasn't he, already this year?
He's played a couple of games, I think, yeah.
Yeah.
He came on against Derry anyway in the Brandywell, definitely. And there was another game as well, I think.
But look, again, right, when you look around the league and you see the likes of Sligo, who are kind of scrapping it in a relegation battle, can bring in some good quality lads, and they have done. I mean, your man McLean they brought in has been brilliant for them, and even that other Craptown individual who they brought in from Shells scored the other night, and they've definitely brought in 3 or 4. Waterford have brought in a rake of players, the usual carry on in Waterford, but there's definitely been a lot of strengthening going on. Even Cork City brought in a good few as well. That doesn't seem to have worked out too well for them, but it is a bit disappointing. As you're saying, Richie, you're not just bringing in players to make up the numbers, but I mean, there's players on our bench there like Bawa and various other players that just don't get a sniff for whatever reason. And you would have thought maybe is there a 4th division club that'll take Barra out on loan and then we can bring someone else in, and I kind of was hoping to be a bit more activity.
Yeah. Look, to be honest, the same as that. I would have loved a couple more in, but I think Sligo are doing nearly what we did last season, aren't they? He had a great transfer window.
Yeah.
Look, they're really kicking on, and they're sucking Galway right in with them now. So it is amazing what a couple of signings can do for a team.
It is, and you have to say it's all the more impressive when you're over in Sligo, because you're getting lads from maybe some lads from up north and other lads that are based over on the east coast and all that, and you're relocating. You're heading to Sligo, so that's it's a big ask, and fair play to Russell. He's doing a serious job. They haven't lost a game in 5 now, and they came back to win 3-2 against Cork in Torrance Cross the other night. That was a great game, actually. I really enjoyed that. But look, we don't want to be getting sucked backwards. I mean, we're in 4th at the moment, and we're saying there we're only 4 points behind Bohs. We've all got the same amount of games played, so it seems like we haven't lost an awful lot of ground on the teams in front of us, apart from Rovers, who I think are a good 10 or 12 points ahead of us at this point. But Derry and Bohs aren't. I mean, there's only a point between them, and there's 4 points between us and Bohs. So that means we're 5 points behind Derry. Like, it's not massive.
No, absolutely not. And they've still everything to play for. It's I thought now after these round of fixtures now that we weren't playing, we could have been sucked it down, not down the bottom. I don't think that was going to happen, but we might have dropped 1 or 2 places. But I still think we're in a good position.
Yeah. I would have bet your hand off for 4th coming into it.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. And like, I know now, the 3 of us were texting the other night, after the Sligo game, and you'd be slagging me because I'm always looking down, but you should in fairness, you should be looking up, which is the right approach. So, yeah, no, like, you can definitely look upwards, is what we should be doing.
Look, I won't lie to you, Richie. I have a firm eye on the bottom of the table as well. Believe me, I'm looking at Waterford are kind of creeping up now, and like 2 or 3 wins or 2 or 3 losses is really going to shape this league over the next month. Like,
yeah. Well, I want to say it now, lads. The Waterford game at home is a 6-pointer.
I thought we finished with those.
Yeah. Yeah, no, look, we're only saying about definitely, look, that Waterford game at home is going to be massive.
Massive.
You just keeping that distance between them, us and them. So.
Yeah, I gave Podge Hammond is on 12 goals now. He's on fire, isn't he? He's unbelievable.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
What a
he's been brilliant. Yeah, he's just a natural goal scorer, isn't he?
Yeah.
But look, I think we've plenty of home games as well. We know how strong we are at home, so we can take anybody at home. So, yeah, no, look, it's you do naturally look below you, don't you? You do, especially being a Drogheda fan, man. You can't, you get too cocky, you're away with the fairies, because we all know how these things can go. And look at last year, we were dead and buried, and we ended up having an absolutely amazing season. Although we ended up in the playoff, but we won it, and obviously the cup and all that. So you just don't know what's going to happen. It's a strange old game at the best of times. So look, before we get to the predictions, we went to the 12th man bar for the cup game just to have a little chat about that. I actually really enjoyed it. Boga, what did you reckon on it?
Yeah, no, it was a good experience. First time up there, did a really great job of it. It's a good spot to watch a match from. Like,
yeah, very good. I brought me
hangover though. That's the only problem.
I thought the beer was okay. It was very drinkable, but I didn't feel great the next morning.
Probably too many of them, that's why.
Well, I was going to say, it was probably the other 5 pints I had of money uses after it.
Yeah.
Well, lads, what was the price of the beer?
It's about $6.50 or something, is it?
It's two for 12. I think it's normally $6.50. Yeah.
Right. Just doing a deal.
2 for 12. In this day and age, I suppose that's fairly normal, but it's crazy expensive, like, when you think about it.
Yeah, it is, yeah. Oh, it is, yeah. And what was the atmosphere like in it?
I think we were probably creating a lot of it, because I think some of the other heads that were up there might not have been heads that would stand over on the terrace. I don't know. I didn't recognise a lot of people, to be honest with you, but we were enjoying our drinks and having chats and all that. But when there was a goal chance, or there was a lot of roaring and shouting and cheering and the usual crack, but it was fairly cool.
Yeah. It was good to experience it, and it was probably the right night to do it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you wouldn't want to be going up to it every week. Like let's face it, you can barely hear the outside because of the glass. Like, you can't really pick up on the atmosphere,
Yeah.
And the game is on a big screen in the bar as well. It's good to watch the replays and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. Well, listen, it's another sort of string to their bow, and if it's going to attract a more kind of a corporate crowd who just want to have a few drinks, and the table next to us were getting the food and all that, and they seem to be really enjoying themselves. So yeah, no, fair play to the club. It's a really good initiative, and having our own beer like Drogs Lager and all that. I mean, a few years ago, who would have thought that was possible? So, you know, it's all definitely positive going forward. Like, it's just, as I said, it's not for me. I'm like you two, I'd be just stood over on the terrace with your mates, and that's football for me. It's not about kind of sitting around drinking pints and eating prawn sandwiches, you know what I mean? But yeah, no, great though. As a one-off, definitely it was a good experience, but I wouldn't be doing it all the time. Like,
yeah, and in fairness now, it's probably one of the best facilities in the league, that clubhouse.
yeah,
Like, you know what I mean? You're a few points of the game. You're literally standing at the window looking out on the pitch. You can have a beer, you have the game on the telly as well. It's a brilliant facility. It's class.
yeah, it is.
Have that.
I presume it's not open to away fans. As an away fan, you can't buy a ticket for there. I'd be right in saying that. No. I don't think so. That probably goes against licensing, because you remember back in the day, like, Jesus, you were mingling with away supporters and everything in that bar, like, it was mental.
Yeah. No, it was, especially when, like, during the winter when we used to play the depths of the winter up there, like, I was creaking up there some Friday nights.
Yeah.
The rain, the freezing, the cold outside. It was nice to go in.
Yeah, we were talking about it the other night a lot, like about crossing over the pitch at half time and all that. It used to be hilarious. Big mob of about 25, 30 of us waiting for the whistle to go so you could run behind the goal. So half the nights you ended up staying over there because there was just beer flowing. So it was like, oh, we'll stay here and watch the rest of the game. It was mental. It wasn't like that now the other night, I have to say. It was a lot more chilled out, and it closes at 10, so you have to kind of finish up your beer and head off. But yeah, no, look, it was a good experience. Right, boys, I think we'll wrap it up there. We'll be back next week, probably with a lot to talk about after the bohs game. So before we go, we'll get a prediction. Borger.
2-0 Drogheda.
Love it.
Jesus.
Love it.
Richie?
Yeah, it's going to be so difficult, isn't it? It's going to be one of these games, and I think bohs are going to be dying to beat us. Like, we have a great record up there. We always seem to get one over them. But I think we'd be well up for it. Up for after having a nice break there, a good training camp away as well. So yeah, I'm going to go 1-1. I think we get a point.
1-1. Ooh, right. Borger said 2-0. You're saying 1-1. So I'm gonna go 1-0 Drogs. Usual hard fought win. I think we'll have a bit of the ball. I don't think we're going to be totally under the cosh, and I'm going to put Josh Thomas down to score.
Love it.
You want to give me goal scorers, lads, for bonus points here.
I'll go drop the goal. I'm going to go Keeley.
Keeley, all right. Owen?
Say Markey and Alua.
Markey and Alua. Okay.
Nice.
All right. That's it, boys. Is there anything else you want to throw in there before we go?
Plus as well, it's a sellout as well, so the Drogheda end sold out and the home side, so it's going to be a great atmosphere. It'll be class.
Deadly.
Proper sellout. So look, it's always good atmosphere up here.
Yeah. Are you driving down, Richie, with the kids and that?
Yeah, I want to drive up. Right? Yeah, drive down. Yeah, boys, come with me. Yeah, man, couldn't know the game without the lads. Couldn't let me.
You'll have to bring them on a boogie bus with us before the season ends. Have a few cans.
Absolutely, yeah, without doubt, absolutely.
Right, good stuff, lads. I'll see you Friday.
Right, mate. See you up there.
Nice one.
See you there.
See you all. Cheers, lads. All right, bye.
And the fishermen come, and the fishermen go, and the water gets dirty all the time. Pollution, it's killing all the fish, and it's hard to make a living on the point. Less than 20 years ago